Just a quick little PSA. This is how you know your mobility scooter is tightened down enough. You got one going lengthways, you got one going across at the top with the handlebars, and then you got one for the seat. And then you gotta do the check. This is the check. That's how you know whether it's ratcheted enough, is if it has very high-pitched sounds when you strum a string. I always try to tie any extra excess flaps like this off. Not try it, you know, just try and tie it off so it doesn't like get frayed in the wind. That way if you do need that extra string at some point, or strap, you're able to have that excess strap. So I have tried to safely tuck it all in. There. And I don't know where the excess is for the other one. I think they're all pretty much good. This is temporary mobility scooter. It's a 3-wheel. They're letting me borrow it for the next 7 days. And yeah, we're gonna see how it goes. And we're gonna try and fit this through my house. And we're gonna see how much one of these suckers is gonna cost me, because I don't get 100% reimbursement. But I want to do the whole process through Medicare and see how the process is. It hasn't been too horrible so far. All I have to say is I had to get a referral for my doctor. I had to go to this rehab place to get measured and try a whole bunch of their different versions of them out. They just did not have a 3-wheel available at the location, and so they've had to call around and get try and get a 3-wheel for me to try and sample it, because if my insurance company is going to go through with this, they need to know whether this scooter is really going to be worthwhile for their, you know, copay, you know, my copay portion. I have a feeling I'm going to have a slight chunk of money to pay for it, but with the size of mobility scooter that they want to give me, if it's exactly the size, which I'm pretty sure it is, they wouldn't be letting me try this out if it wasn't going to work, or we think it wasn't going to work, because it took a lot of shipping and a lot of different people to get this whole thing going. I had the prescription written, so then I had to go get measured and, you know, evaluated for what type of mobility scooter, whether it's an upright chair, a 4-wheel scooter like the one I have on the back. Well, the one I have on the back is a 3-wheel, but you get what I'm saying, you know. They had everything but the 3-wheel. And the funny thing is, this 3-wheel, the insurance doesn't like to approve the 3-wheel because they're very, their turn radius is better, but with having a turn radius that's better, it makes it easier for it to tip because it's such a lightweight scooter. Like, I have never driven a scooter this size that's a 3-wheel, so it's going to take me a little bit of practice to really get used to it, to see, is this really going to be the fit for me? Because I do know now, after going to that mobility scooter store like about a month or two ago, checking into how much one of them costs and what different styles there are and this and that, it was extremely hard them not having a 3-wheel for me to try out there. I'm so glad that they were able to get this whole deal worked out. It was just easier for me to come pick it up versus them dropping it off out in Staten today because of my hair appointment. I am on my way to get these braids taken out, so this is my last video with braids. And howbeit, it's my mobility scooter story with my Medicare insurance. So once I go finish this process of trying out the different scooters, they're letting me borrow this for 7 days. I get my hair braided next Wednesday, so it just so happened that, like, gosh, you guys really picked a busy day for me, because every Wednesday I have chiropractic from 8 to 9. And then I have a very short window. I totally forgot about my chiro next week, so it wouldn't have even worked. They were going to have somebody there right at 9 o'clock in the morning Wednesday. But they have like procedures to open the store and things that they need to do for opening up and getting ready for deliveries for the day, and like, either shipping and receiving, paperwork, whatever it may be that they need to do as their mobility seating needs, for the community. Gosh, it's such a weird location where they are too. It's in some like industrial areas where they rent out, like they've built a whole bunch of like, they're almost like strip malls, but they're not quite strip malls. They're like industrial areas where you can rent space for any type of business, no matter what kind of business it is. You can rent anything out of it, like tattoo shop, a car repair shop. These mobility scooter people are renting a suite there. Just a variety of businesses back in these industrial areas where they're kind of off the beaten path from like the normal public areas where businesses are. Gosh, I didn't even know that place even existed back there with businesses. I learned something new today about the town I grew up in. Like they're expanding in so many different areas, and opening and closing businesses. I didn't know the Sassy Onion was over here. Maybe I did. I don't know. Financial. It's so weird to see the Wonderland arcade closed down because they changed locations. Oh, maybe there still is one place there. They aren't the same business. Oh well, I made it to my hair appointment with 5 minutes to spare. Heck yes. I'm so excited. Just go, car. I need to go straight. Just go. Okay, well, I don't know what you're doing. I'm trying to fucking park. Excuse my language. I'm trying to drive through the parking lot. Alright? Through all the park spaces that nobody's parked in. Get out of my way, person. I think always the same 3 cars right here. Or at least 2. Do you follow Jesus this closely? So it's just so you can read the bumper sticker. Okay, now that I'm parked, I can touch my phone. So here, let me show you this bumper sticker. Do you see it? There we go. Funny. Anyway, I'm going to wrap up this video. I just wanted to show a quick tip of how you know when something's tied down with some strap-ons. I mean, strap-downs. That wasn't intentional. Yeah, it was. So anyway, time to go get these taken out. I'm kind of sad. I gotta take a picture of my fully aesthetic before I take these out. Oh, bye guys. Time to get my hair messed with. I'm gonna see my real hair. Oh, a before and after picture has to be done, of course. Peace out, guys.